Hello, John Talley here with Partzilla.com. We had an interesting Goldwing question make it up through the ranks over at the call center, made it to my desk. This particular customer has an older unit, it's a 1500, and he was saying that he's replaced the timing belts on it a couple of times and it keeps wearing them out. Well, that got me interested, so I started looking into it. Now I've got one of the newer 1800 models here and I decided to compare the two systems. So let's step over to the table and let me show you what I found. Now what you have in front of you are basically the two setups for either a 1500 or the 1800 Goldwing. And as you can tell, they're completely different. The older 1500 uses what they call just a regular timing belt, whereas the 1800 uses a timing chain along with a different type tensioner and then the guide rails that actually keep tension on the two sprockets. Now what he was running into is he kept replacing just the belt. And the mistake I think he made is a mistake I think a lot of beginning motocrossers probably make the same mistake. They'll go in, their chain's worn or their sprockets are worn, and they'll just replace one or the other. Well, guess what? After these are worn in together, you actually start to wear down these edges, and believe it or not, it'll actually start wearing down the gears themselves. When that happens, it gets stuck in what they call a wear pattern. So if you just replace the belt and not the gear, well, you've got an old gear with its wear pattern trying to mesh with a brand new belt, which doesn't have that same pattern. So that's what was happening. He put on a new belt onto an old gear and it was wearing out really quick. Now what Honda recommends in their maintenance schedule is to take a look at this every 100,000 miles. They don't give a year, but I'd be afraid to push one past 5 because I know through experience in the auto market that uses a similar type belt, these things break down after a while. They get brittle, and then one cold morning when you go to start it, then it's just going to rip those teeth off. And if you have what they call an interference engine where the pistons can actually hit the valves, well, you've bent your valves. Now if you have this particular setup and you go ahead and order the gears and the tensioner and the belt and the spring and everything for this, make sure that you have the service manual, because you just don't throw on another belt. It has to be specifically timed so you don't go in and bend your valves. So make sure you reference that service manual for your specific machine before you go and tackle a project like this. So if you're having trouble figuring out which parts you need for your machine, get in touch with us. That is what we're here for. We're going to get you down to the exact part that's going to be an OEM direct fit for your machine. Take advantage of us. It's what we do. Listen, we just want to say thanks for shopping here with us at Partzilla.com, and we will see you in the next video. Have a great day.